Good evening, comrades. Hope you all had your lunch. A marathon session in the morning, I think it was really an excellent morning that we could hear to our, not only the federation leader, but the banking industry leader himself. And once again, kudos to all of you for having gathered in such large numbers. I think but for the Puja holidays and the single holiday weekend, I think we could have had another 200 or more so. And nevertheless, I think it has been a stupendous show. Once again, congratulations to all of you for making your function, our function, a grand success. I think we are already delayed, so I call the meeting to order, and we'll go by the agenda of the business session. From the minutes of the last annual general body meeting, I think that was already circulated via our circular GB 2020/02 dated 10/12/2020. Hard copies of which was also sent to the branches to all the members, and I think all of you have given your approval for it. We have received the approval of the General Secretary's report and above items from 1025 members. So, should we take that and, or should we have to go through that again? Little bit louder, sir. Thank you, so nice of you. So we'll go to the next agenda to consider and adopt the General Secretary's report for the period 2019-2022. I request our General Secretary, Comrade Amarnath, to present the report. Since the time is already advanced, my humble request to our beloved General Secretary to touch upon the major points. I think the report is already circulated to you people, you are having in the hand.
Beloved Comrade President, my team members in the dais, fellow comrades, good afternoon to all of you. As rightly said by our President, the morning session, it was a wonderful show. Thanks for the love and affection you all have reposed in all of us by turning out in so large numbers. We were in fact thinking of holding this general body on 24th of September, but due to sudden unavailability of our Federation leadership, Comrade Sunil Kumar and other people, we could not have it on 24th of September. Hence, as per their request, it was postponed for a week. And despite a single holiday of Sunday today, yesterday being a working day and today, tomorrow again another working day, unmindful of the long travelling, you all have turned up, which really had touched our hearts and soul. Thank you for the love again. Let me come back to the General Secretary's report. I will briefly touch upon a few of the points which are very pertinent and important. General Secretary's report for the period 2021-22 present in the annual General Body meeting of Bank of India Officers Association South Zone held at Chennai on 2nd of October 2022. Dear Comrade President and friends, at the outset I would like to thank you for your wholehearted participation in the triennial General Body meeting of our unit being held today at the capital city of Chennai. Holding our General Body meeting in physical mode was delayed due to outbreak of COVID-19 in the month of March 2020. Subsequent second and third waves of COVID-19 and consequent curbs imposed by the government made it impossible to organize any meeting at an early date. Keeping in view the COVID pandemic conditions, a virtual General Body meeting was conducted on 15th of November 2020 by circulation of the General Secretary's report through email, e-mode, and approval and adoption of the report was received from 1025 members, that is more than 98%. I am extremely happy to note that the large participation of members from the length and breadth of our state of Tamil Nadu and Union Territory of Puducherry. It is a testimony of your sense of belongingness, commitment and support. My sincere gratitude to each one of you comrades. This meeting assumes special significance in view of the critical phase of PSBs are passing through. Government has made its intentions very clear about privatization of public sector banks and insurance companies. Government has informed that initially 2 public sector banks will be privatized along with 1 insurance company. The intention of the government is to test waters before venturing into wholesale privatization. After tasting success by the privatization of Air India, government is initiating privatization of few more names like Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Container Corporation of India, IDBI Bank, etc. Privatization will result in closure of branches, job loss and transfer of employees from one corner to another corner of the country. Agriculture, SME, small business and farmers will suffer a lot. I skip that and I will come to the homage portion. During the period under the report, we have lost quite a few prominent personalities at the national and international levels from the trade union, art, culture, cinema, sports, religion, etc. Apart from political figures. There have been innumerable deaths due to natural calamities, war, violence, terrorist attacks, loot and arson, communal riots, accidents, the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19, monkeypox and the like. Some of the notable names who had lost their life during the period are Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, Bharat Ratna recipient and the 13th President of India, Comrade Shanta Raju, veteran trade union leader and former General Secretary of All India Bank Officers Confederation, Comrade Anil Kumar Jana, Comrade Rashidhar Sethi of Syndicate Bank Officers Association, Comrade Subhash Sawant, Rishi Kapoor, Bhakti Lahari, and so many other people, which includes our own K.V. Anand, director, and Ajit Vadekar from Indian Cricket Keeper, Tamil film actor, comedian Vivek, eminent singer S.P. Balasubramanian, Somnath Chatterjee, and many prominent leaders. Comrade, I request and appeal to each one of you to observe a minute of silence so that we can give a mark of respect to all those departed souls who left us. Thank you, comrades. Present scenario, international. COVID pandemic crushed world economy in such a way that at most in all the countries registered a negative growth in GDP during the fiscal end of 2021-22. Position started to improve a bit after starting of mass vaccination against the spread of COVID. After historical quagmire in the USA polity, Democratic candidate John Biden was elected as the US President and Indian origin Kamala Harris as Vice President. After historical quagmire in the USA policy, the same thing I have repeated. Australia faced its worst natural disaster with an estimated damage of $103 million when 186,000 square kilometer area was burnt by natural fire. US recession news. The US real GDP contracted by 0.9% of the second quarter of the financial year 22-23 or the first quarter of this financial year. This is the second consecutive quarter when the US economy has reported degrowth. This strengthens the fears that the US is heading towards another recession despite repeated denial by the President of the United States of America, Mr. Joe Biden. President Biden has maintained that the US economy is on the right path despite the latest dip in the real gross domestic product. The US real GDP had decreased by 1.6% earlier in the January-March quarter as well as per the data published by the United States Bureau of Economic Analysis. The latest US GDP estimated released for quarter 2 is based on a source that is reportedly incomplete or subject to further revision by the source agency as of August 25, 2022. Similarly, we had a lot of problems in our neighboring countries in Sri Lanka and Pakistan as well. Russia-Ukraine war. India votes against Russia at United Nations State UNSC procedural vote on Ukraine. India for the first time voted against Russia at UNSC during a procedural vote against Ukraine. The UN body was voting on inviting Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to address a meeting through video conference. India's stand on the matter was communicated by India's permanent representative to United Nations, Ms. Ruchira Kamboj. India currently is a non-permanent member of the UNSC for a 2-year term which ends in December. Then I will come to national. The national front, India saw some incidents that created a series of impact on the socio-political arena. India's Q1 GDP growth grows at 13.5% compared to the previous quarter, misses the estimate target. Indian economy continued its recovery from the post-pandemic impact with the Q1 GDP making an upward trajectory and growing at 13.5%. However, the GDP growth figure is significantly lower in comparison to the Reserve Bank of India's projection of 16.2% GDP growth in Q1 of financial year 23. India missed its growth estimate target of 15.2% pegged by Reuters. The gross domestic product figure for the April-May-June quarter was a significant improvement over the previous quarter. Bombay High Court stayed a sessions court order that restored criminal case against Adani Enterprises, its chairman Gautam Adani and managing director Rajesh Adani for carrying out share rigging in connivance with Ketan Parekh in the 1999-2001 period. Later in April 2021, share of Adani Ports and SEZ was removed from S&P Dow Jones Sustainability Indices due to its links and financial interest that group had in 2000 Myanmar group. In June 2021, following a tweet by journalist Ruchita Dalal, National Securities NSDL froze 3 foreign portfolio investment funds based in Port Louis, Mauritius shares of Adani Group companies. Agreement signed between the Government of India, the Assam government and the Bodo groups to redraw and rename the Bodoland territorial area districts in Assam. In the election of Delhi Legislative Assembly, Aam Aadmi Party secured 62 out of 70 votes to claim an absolute majority in the elections. I will just touch upon the major headlines. Then I will come to the next one, Farm Laws Repeal Bill of 2021. On November 29, the Lok Sabha passed the Farm Laws Repeal Bill 2021 without any discussions. This bill aimed at repealing 3 contentious farm laws, including Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act, the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Services Act, and the Essential Commodities Amendment Act. The global democratic erosion continues. The global erosion of democratic governance that has been underway since 2006 continued in 2021 also. The United States, long-time champion of democracy, saw its peaceful transition of power disrupted for the first time in the history by January 6 insurrection. The event, coupled with efforts in many red states to restrict voting rights and give legislators the right to overturn election results, led to what was once unthinkable, the United States being named a backsliding democracy. Then Pakistan monster flood, it has been mentioned, a lot of people got affected. Then in the sports, Neeraj Chopra's gold in Tokyo is the first Indian sportsman to bag an Olympic gold medal in athletics for India post-independence. In India, position had started improving after mass vaccination was started. India's gross domestic product contracted to 7.3% in 2020-21 as per provisional national income estimates released by the National Statistical Office, marginally better than 8% contraction in the economy projected earlier. Last para, the Finance Minister has announced plans to disinvestment and strategic sale to get around 1,75,000 crore estimated receipts in the exchequer from the disinvestment of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Air India, Shipping Corporation of India, Container Corporation of India, IDBI Bank, BEML, Pavan Hans Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited, and many more public sector undertakings of LIC was completed in the year 2021-22. From the budget presentation, the Finance Minister seemed to have declared many indirect methods to strengthen the hands of private entrepreneurs, like increasing foreign direct investment in insurance sector from 49% to 74% and allow foreign ownership, to control creation of a world-class fintech hub, a bond market and a regulated gold exchange, establishing an asset reconstruction company and asset management company, capitalization of banks by infusion of around rupees 20,000 crores, amending the DICGC rules, etc. Of late, improvement in economic scenario was consumer back, the gist of which is also given in this report. The government is also going to introduce cardless cash withdrawal system at the ATMs A brief note about this is also mentioned in the report. All banks, ATM networks and WLOs may provide the option to ICCW, that is interoperable cardless cash withdrawal at ATMs under ATMs. NPCI has been, that is National Payments Corporation of India, has been advised to facilitate unified payments interface UPI integration with all banks and all ATM networks. While UPI would be used for customer authorization in such transactions, settlement would be through the National Financial Switch, that is NFS or ATM networks. Identify, then we will go for the legal and valuation, and then finally, once the federation clears it, we will go ahead with purchase of that. After the introduction of the mediclaim policy for the staff members, quite a few of our members faced difficulty in getting their claims settled, especially in the case of COVID infection. We have followed up with the zonal offices of Chennai, Madurai and Coimbatore besides head office and ensured speedy disposal of these medical claims. Thanks to HR in charge of all the 3 zones of Chennai, Madurai, Coimbatore for the prompt actions and also escalating to us pending claims for our intervention at HO level. The austerity measure imposed by the Government of India, thereby banning printing of calendars, diaries, desktop calendars, etc., was seen with blankness until Comrade Jayshree threw up the idea of printing the calendars by our unit, which has been joyfully welcomed by you all. Such contributions are welcome, for many such suggestions and ideas from members have been taken up to higher authorities and implemented too. In this stressed banking environment, the members were facing difficulty with keeping abreast of important guidelines of the bank. It was therefore thought it fit to form a compendium of the Officer Service Regulation, Discipline and Conduct Regulations, Conduct and Appeal Regulations, Transfer Policy, Promotion Policy, Staff Accountability Policy, etc. in a compact disc CD, and it was distributed to all the officers in the unit. It received widespread appreciation from all the members. Such CDs will be again shortly sent with updated circulars on the above topics. Comrades, by your active and spontaneous participation in all the demonstrations, we have shown that we are a militant union and a pillar of strength to our federation. And collectively, our federation is setting the agenda for trade unions in the banking industry. You have demonstrated your strength in the Twitter campaigns too. The entire trade union in the banking industry is proud of you, dear comrades, and so am I leading you all. During the period under review, frequent executive committee meetings were held at different places, both on virtual and physical formats. Issues reported by the office bearers and AC members were taken up with the respective zonal managers and resolved. Friends, in the last decade, we had faced several challenges. Thank all the leaders from the fraternal organizations for the cordial relations maintained with us. I profusely thank Comrade D. Narayanasamy, General Secretary of BOIOASZ South, for his timely guidance from time to time. My fraternal greetings goes to Comrade P.C. Sridhar, General Secretary of Staff Union, and leaders from Bank of India, SC, OBC welfare organizations, Comrade Porchelin and Comrade Tamidarsu. In fact, Comrade Tamidarsu has sent a message today that he is not well, and I thank Comrade Ashoka Ratnam for being here representing their organization. My personal thanks once again goes to Comrade Sunil Kumar for his timely guidance and support in running the unit successfully. On behalf of the entire unit, I place on record our sincere thanks to Sri S.B. Roy, General Manager, NBG South 1, Madam Devasena, Zonal Manager, Chennai, Sri Anbumani, Zonal Manager, Coimbatore, Sri K. N. Ramani, Zonal Manager, Madurai, for the cordial industrial relations maintained during the period under review. I also thank all our ex-zonal manager, ex-deputy zonal managers of our unit for the cordial relations with us. Our thanks also goes to all deputy zonal managers of Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai zones and other senior officials for the smooth relations with us. At the time when the unity is the need of the hour for facing stiff challenges under the changing banking scenario, we are happy that we could maintain good working relations with our sister organization to strengthen our bondage in the trade union. My personal thanks also goes to the ex-president Comrade Chandrasekharan and our president Comrade N. Parthasarathi for the purpose-oriented and meaningful guidance in running the affairs of our unit. I also place on record my sincere thanks for the services rendered by Comrade Jay Shankar, treasurer of our unit, in maintaining the accounts of our unit in a disciplined manner. My entire team of office bearers and executive committee members who play a link role in the welfare of the membership through the timely contacts and communications needs a special mention. No organization can be successful unless the members are committed and stand by the principles and values of the organizations. We are extremely happy that we have members of such caliber who make us strong and proud. Comrades, let us march towards success with the unstinted cooperation we get from our members in abundant measures to face the challenges ahead. Long live our unity, long live our solidarity. With fraternal greetings. Thank you, comrades. I now request our President to carry it forward.
I think Comrade Jayashree is with us even today, even now. So I just request her to just stand up there. The valuable contribution, the suggestion that she had given, adorns the banks, branches and our homes, the calendars. Thank you, Comrade Jayashree. Well, the report covering the entire international events, the economic scenario, the political scenario, then the banking industry as a whole, then the banking industry across the economic scenario across the globe. Now the report is placed before the House. Now I place the report before the House. Not enough, boy. Thank you, thank you. I request our treasurer to present the accounts for the years ending that 2020, 21 and 22. Comrade Jayashankar, please.
Oh, thank you, comrades.
At least கொஞ்சம் பேச விடுங்க அவரை.
Respected President, Parsandiji, my General Secretary, Amarnathji, Vice Presidents, DGS and AGS, my EC members, my dear colleagues. It gives me immense pleasure to present before you the audited balance sheet for the year 2020, 21 and 22. Our General Secretary has also attached that report for your perusal. So may I now request the President to seek the approval from the August Guardians, please.
Before it is placed, I think it is passed. Friends, well, can we have a bigger pass, please? Oh, that was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I also thank each and every one of you for contributing your this thing towards the TSK Charity Memorial Fund. And whenever such things like take place, kindly contribute. Thank you so much.
Thank you, comrades. Thank you, Comrade Jayashankar, for that presentation. I think it has been prepared well. That is why the members have gone through and given an unanimous and equivocal pass for that. Thank you, comrades.
The only thing is we will go by the constitution of the federation, because now the federation has given a direction to all the units, not only to southern unit, but all the units there should be a uniform constitution. That has been discussed in our executive committee meetings also, and approvals were also got from the executive committee. The constitution of all the units, not only southern unit, it is common for Bihar unit, Delhi unit, AP, Telangana, etc. all the units, because in one or two units there was some issues going on, and directly they are going to the courts, and people, the top leadership of the federation has been, names have been mentioned. To avoid that, and for the sake of uniformity, the constitution of all the units should be on par and uniformity with the Constitution of the Federation. That has also been mentioned in the Federation Constitution, and our unit will also adopt the Constitution of our Federation, because it should be uniform across all the units. So I request our President to place this was discussed in our executive committee meeting also. It was approved and adopted, and similarly one model code of conduct is also there. That is only for our committee members, that they should not be going for any promotions beyond scale 3. They should restrict themselves up to scale 3 only. And discipline, they should not go to any court of law without prior concurrence from unit leadership or federation leadership. None of the office bearers apart from the President and General Secretary should write a written communication to zonal management or NBG or HO without consulting the unit leadership or federation leadership. Only the President or the General Secretary is authorized to send such communications. Certain few code of conducts are there. These 3 or 4 are the major things. Other things are routine. So these things will be adopted. These things are given as the directions by our federation. I request our President to place these before August body.
A small correction from what our General Secretary has told, if I may be permitted. If any of the committee members chooses to go beyond scale 3 on promotion to scale 4, or for having the positions of executive committee members, AGS, DGS, General Secretary, then we have the Vice President and the President. Of course, Treasurer is an integral part. Without him, we don't have any money to spend, so we can't leave him out. So these are the positions that positions may vary from unit to unit, but otherwise the basic constitution will be that of the federation. Because not only for the sake of uniformity also, but for the sake of so many other legal requirements, as even the trade union acts and other things, when it is being imposed upon us, the necessity of uniformity in constitution is felt. So the federation has advised or rather exhorted all the units to adopt it. So I place it before this August House for their approval. Not enough, my dear comrades. Coffee is on the way. Definitely you will be energized again for a bigger yes. So thank you, comrades. Comrade Treasurer to present. Propose.
Our auditors, BOIOASZ and Associates, who have been our auditors for the last 3 years, and we have duly filed our income tax returns, and even for this year 2022, we have already filed the IT returns in the same way with our Labour Department. That is the it is the calendar year from 1st of Jan to 31st of December. So we have filed everything up to date. And now I seek your approval for continuation of the auditors, BOIOASZ and Associates, in the same remuneration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, one suggestion. Sir, although...
Kindly identify yourself.
Sir, my name is Sri Ratan from BOIOASZ. One small suggestion, sir. Actually, although our leaders are there in most of the places, they are placed in all the places, and although they are accessible to us, my small suggestion is there be one branch secretary in every branch, sir.
Thank you. The General Secretary will be replying to these, whatever your suggestions or views are there, he will be replying to it. Contingents we had. Thanks to all those radio comrades who are still here. braving their domestic constraints. My sincere appreciation to all of you. So any lady comrade, can we have anybody for their suggestions or views or demands? There must be a lot. No? Agenda of today, installation of the committee for the period 2022 to 25 by the Election Commission. I request the Election Commission to occupy the dais. Maybe office bearers here, vacate the dais for the Election Commission, please. Election Commission, please. Led by Comrade Shibu, Comrade Rajesh, Comrade
Report of the elections 2022 to 25. The Executive Committee of Bank of India Officers Association, South Zone, in terms of the powers conferred upon them by Rule Number 8 of the Constitution, has appointed us Shri Sibu Chakocharian, Srimati Janani, Shri Tanumurthy, Shri Rajesh B as members of the Election Commission and myself as Election Commissioner for conducting the election of the term 2022 to 2025. We are thankful to the Executive Committee of the Association for the confidence reposed on us in appointing us as the Election Commission. On behalf of the members of the Commission, I present this report before this august body for its information records. Updation of members list and preparation of voters list. In terms of circular BOIASZ 2022, elections 01 to 2022, dated 11/8/2022, the General Secretary published the voters list, which comprises the names of 1,291 members, drawn up as on 31/7/2022, based on the place, branch, where the member is working, as on date. Inviting nominations and preparation and preliminary and final list of candidates. The election machinery was set in motion on 12/8/2022 with the issuance of the circular number 2022-02 dated 12/8/2022, calling 01 dated 11/8/2022. We have received a total of 28 nominations for the 27 posts. On scrutiny, 28 nominations were found to be valid. The list of valid nominations of the eligible candidates with the names, serial number, and the post contested for were notified by Circular Elections number 03 dated 20/8/2022. There was no withdrawal of nomination before the last date of withdrawal. Final list of contesting candidates drawn after the expiry of the time was circulated by us on 26/8/2022, 26th August 2022. As there was a contest for only one post, AGS Coimbatore Zone, all other nominees are deemed to have been declared as elected, unopposed, and polling process was initiated. As per the request of the contestants for the post of Assistant General Secretary Coimbatore, direct polling was held on 10/9/2022, 10th September 2022. Total members eligible for voting 333. Postal ballots requested 67. Total members eligible for direct voting 266. Number of votes polled in direct voting 254. Postal ballots received 61. Total number of votes counted 300. Constituency number 15, Mr. C. Babu. Constituency number 16, Mr. Jayaveeran K. I hereby install the new committee members of office bearers and executive committee members of the BOI Officers Association, South Zone, and request them to occupy the dais and to continue with their deliberations. Thank you.
Ready, ready, ready. Ready, sir, ready. Ready, sir. Wait. Hello, wait on now. Okay, okay.
The Election Commission, and as a token of love and affection, I request our General Secretary to hand over a compliment to each of them. Thank you, comrades. Thank you, comrades. It has been a wonderful triennial that we have had today. And as the leader of this team, for the next triennial of 22-25, I am really thankful to all of you present here and in absentia, and those who have attended and not here, for reposing confidence in this team led by our young and energetic General Secretary, Comrade Amarnath. He still looks only 35, that is why I call him young and energetic. Though he is my younger to me, I always call him as Anna for the various qualities that he has, which I would definitely like to emulate. I would like to thank my team, new team, as well as the previous team, and I would like to have Comrade Vinod Kumar, Comrade Murali Rangan and Comrade Parsardi on the dais, please. It was a wonderful team that was well knit, worked together in all aspects, whether it is COVID times or any other times, any other distress times. So my appreciation to Comrade Vinod, who had single-handedly carried over his shoulders the entire burden of Madurai zone, or erstwhile Madurai segment of Coimbatore zone. My deepest sense of appreciation for Comrade Vinod for his excellent work that he has been doing. for the last 2 terms, ably assisted by Comrade Murali Rangan, a very, very docile man of few words, but the connect that he has with the membership there is enormous. I'm sure your Madurai people will vouch for it. A very silent worker who never shows off himself as to what he is doing. Thank you, Comrade Murali Rangan, for the wonderful job that you have been doing. Last but not least, my namesake at Chennai, Comrade Parthasarathi. I had known Comrade Parthasarathi even at least 2 decades back when he was a clerk. A very dedicated person at the bank also, as well as at the organization. Both Comrade Murali Rangan and Comrade Parthasarathi were beset with certain health problems, because of which they could not continue in the committee. But nevertheless, I am sure they are always loyal soldiers of the association. At whatever points of time we require them, they will be there with their services. And of course, I have Comrade Vinod with me here at Coimbatore Zonal Office, always by my side, more nearer to me now. And he has a long way to go. Last but not least, I would like to congratulate the committee led by Comrade Amarnath, Deputy General Secretary Comrade Lakshmi, Treasurer Comrade Jai Shankar, the Vice Presidents Comrade Shanmughasundaram, Comrade Manivandan, Comrade Jagadishan. Another person who has been there through thick and thin with me, the 4 Assistant General Secretaries, Comrade Deepan Ghosh, Comrade Raja Barui, the newly elevated Assistant General Secretary, Comrade N.V. Sivaramakrishnan, a very, very upcoming and budding, enthusiastic comrade. And last but not least, Comrade Kumaraguru of Coimbatore. The rest of the 16 EC members, Comrade Arun Kumar, Comrade Ashok, Comrade Mohanavali, Comrade Periyatambi, Comrade Babu, Comrade Yogeshwaran, Comrade Vignesh Manivandan, Comrade Suresh, Comrade Veerababu, Comrade Arshad Arif, our new entrant, Lady Comrade, Comrade Pondrati, and of course Mohanavali is also there. The representation has increased in the committee as far as the lady segments are concerned. It was a long felt due. And I have been placing my request to Comrade Amarnath, our General Secretary, also to have Comrade Lakshmi at the federation level. There is not a single lady representative today in the federation. So my humble request to Comrade Amarnath is to liaise with the federation leadership so that we become again one of the forerunners in setting examples, setting bars, so that we have our lady comrade there for furthering the interests of our lady comrades in the zone. We have Arun Karthikeyan, a new entrant again. Comrade Jayaviran is already there. Comrade Gopi Krishna, another senior member. Comrade Gopinath. I think I have told everybody's name, so I have left out anybody. Ananda Kumaran, Suresh Solta. All the 16 names I think I have told. So I am really indebted to these comrades who have enabled our General Secretary to discharge his functions in an effective way. I request on behalf of the General Secretary to all my committee comrades, not only committee comrades, also our comrades, the members, who are the real strength of this association. But for the members, I think we don't have place in this dais here. I've been always telling that. And whatever names we call ourselves as the President or the General Secretary or the Vice President, whoever it may be, at the end of the day, they are all representatives and all are accessible to all of you at all points of time. Let us not forget that it is the member which makes the leadership strong. Leaders alone cannot fight anything, leaders cannot do alone anything. If the membership is there, every time I go to the zonal management, I always feel that I have 1,291 members behind me. And that is how we have been able to be so valiant, getting things done, sometimes in a soft manner, sometimes in a hard manner also. So these are the things where we need to blow hot and cold. No regrets, no personal animosity or anything anywhere. So please continue to support, please continue to be active. My humble request is all the members should be active, they should be vibrant, put forth the suggestions in what manner we can be more better, more useful and more effective as a trade union, contributing to the, not only to the federation but also to the All India Bank Officers Confederation. Our General Secretary is already there in the AIBOC as the DGS. Many more laurels are to come to him also because of you people. So let us support wholeheartedly. Let us rally behind the General Secretary in all forms of his activities and hold the flag of our South Zone flying high always. Thank you, comrades.
Friends, I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for reposing confidence in each and every one of us. And I assure you on behalf of the entire committee, we will continue to serve, we will take care of the welfare of each and every one of you. And the issues which you all will be sending across to any one of us will be taken care, and if not resolvable at local level will be taken up either at the zonal level or at NBG or at HO level. Rest assured that the good work will continue in the next term also. I also thank all the volunteers who have worked hard since 4.5 lakhs only for the auditorium and plus other charges like parking and AC, etc., etc. So we could almost save 3 lakhs in today's this thing itself. I also thank all the organizers, in particular our friends sitting here, Stephen, Ruben sir, Joseph. Thanks to each and every one of you. Thanks to our caterers also. Thanks to our Ranganathan for, I think he must have covered each and every movement of all of us. We will be shortly receiving a consolidated CD or maybe pen drive, which will be, I think whichever is costing less, which will be shared to each and every one of you. We have our Facebook page also, which is there. Please make a visit at least once in a while. We are uploading our circulars there. Of course, we are sharing it through WhatsApp, but I think all of you are in Facebook. Do join us in Facebook also. You can escalate any issues through our official email ID BOIOASZ@gmail.com or in the Facebook page or through any other form of communication. Once again, good luck to each and every one of you. I also thank Comrade Girija and Comrade Tulasi Raman for their wonderful comparing. I thank our Chennai Zonal Office Canteen in charge Kannan also for in the morning 6:30, 6:45 itself from Chennai, that is Zonal Office, to he had gone almost to Tambaram to provide food to our members. Not only in one location, at 3 locations he had taken care. I personally thank him also. Once again, wish you all good luck, and thanks again for the confidence reposed in each and every one of us. We will work as a united, well-knit team. The only goal is the welfare of each and every one of you. Thank you again. Thanks for coming in large numbers, unmindful of yesterday's whole day working and tomorrow's whole day working. You all stayed back. Thank you again. Good luck to each and every one of you and your family members. Thank you.
Comrades, refreshment is there in the corridor. Please have your refreshment, and dinner is already arranged. It's packed, so please carry a packet of your dinner for the trains and buses and whosoever is there. Please carry them. I think the So, Arun Kumar, please coordinate for the vehicle transportation to the station.